and welcome. It's Elle, and it's officially February, which means that my local nurseries are going to be having their spring season coming up. It's also the time of year where they start getting in all of their fruit trees, and I've been patiently waiting and so excited to see what's coming in this year. Is there anything new? Is there anything different? And also just to get a sneak peek before more inventory comes in and the crowds start coming in as well. There's definitely some things on my radar. I'm still looking for a day avocado, and I want to find a black gold avocado. So those are the two fruit trees that I specifically have in mind, and I don't know if it's going to be coming to my area or not, but I'm definitely going to be, watching online and watching what comes in locally. But yeah, I was so excited. I couldn't sleep last night because I've been waiting for this since last year. So let's go ahead and go fruit tree shopping today. I've been patiently waiting for spring to come again. I had to wait a whole year and be patient. But surprisingly, things go by pretty fast. I can't believe we're here again already, and I'm so excited. Right off the bat, you can see a ton of fruit trees coming in. They're probably still going to be getting some orders in as the space isn't fully filled. Everything just looks dormant, but I'm just so happy to see all this inventory come in. So starting from the back corner, there's a elderberry ranch tree. I haven't really grown elderberries, but I hear that they're pretty prolific. So definitely a good one if you want a good producer. And then right next to that is wonderful pomegranate. I personally don't like pomegranate because it stains a lot. And then we have our peaches. So the Rio Grande peach is only $40. And it doesn't require a lot of chill hours, so it's really good for this zone, it looks like. And next to that is the Eva's Pride Peach. These are yellow peaches. I personally have only bought and preferred white peaches. So yeah, still really nice. They got the Florida King for $39.99. Another good standard peach, just not for me. But hey, maybe this is something that you might be interested in. Now here is the Tropic Snow Peach, and this is a white peach tree. It's only $40 as well, and I have to say, I was a little tempted to get another. I do love my white peaches, but, you only have so much room. They got this Peach Dwarf Bonanza as well, and oh my gosh, look at the actual branches. There's so many buds on them. It's so pretty looking. It looks like it's just ready to pop out and come alive at any moment. And then we have the August Pride Peach. So yeah, just kind of, going one by one, looking at everything. And then this one is the Dwarf Bonfire. I mean, admittedly, I don't know a lot about all these varieties, but then there's the Mid Pride. And I mean, if you don't know a lot, they have these little helpful little tags. So at the bottom it says that this only requires 250 chill hours and it produces June to July. So that's like so handy and nifty. This Red Baron only up to 300 and chill hours, and it produces in late August. So that's pretty awesome to extend your peach season. Because when you are buying fruit trees, you want stuff that produces early, mid, and late season. This May Pride, wow, it does not require a lot of chill hours at all, up to 200. So that's really good, especially because, the weather's warming up. I just feel like each year it's not as cold as the last year. But getting to these blueberries, so $50 for this giant, I don't even know how many gallons this is, of the Tiff Blue. You have to excuse me, my measurements, I have terrible measurements. I'm not good at keeping measurements in my head. Got this Jewel Blueberry. I'm not very good at visualizing things. What is it? Spatial reasoning? I don't have that. I don't know how many gallons that is. More Tiff Blue blueberries. And look, there's tons of flowers on this Misty. I believe this one is an early season blueberry, which is why it's flowering and looking so pretty and abundant already. And I mean, I have all of these blueberries So part of my problem is I own so much already, and so I'm just like excited to see new varieties. But you know, a lot of what they have is pretty standard. And then they got this fruiting mulberry. Wow, this 15-gallon is $180, but look at the size of that. It's in this massive pot. Like freaking good to go. Like if you want a massive tree, like just buy that. I might consider mulberries in the future just for funsies when I run out of ideas. They have a bunch of grapes over here, starting with the Black Spanish Lenore, August to September. It's when it produces. The Champanelle grape, also August to September. In the past, I got Mars grapes and Concord grapes, but they died. So I don't see any of those yet, but we have this Victoria Red, and these grapes are anywhere from $35 to $50 if you wanted to pick one of these up. Let's see, and then the Blanc du Bois. And it's mid to late July, white grapes. That looks pretty delicious. I mean, I do like red grapes, but I'm not opposed to, you know, green grapes. So, you know, love the variety. And then the Southern Jewel Muscadine grape. Again, excuse me if I'm butchering the name. And this one is only $35. So yeah, I mean, if you can buy local, buy local. This Anna apple only requires 300 chill hours, produces in July. This is a wonderful southern apple. I have one of these myself, so I do recommend that one. And then they have the Ein Shimmer apple. I believe this is a golden apple. Not too much yet, but I'm sure they're going to be getting so much more in, and it's just so exciting. They have one apricot variety, and it is the Katy apricot. I would have loved to see more varieties of apricot. It's pretty empty here. Maybe they'll get more, hopefully. You know, there's lots of like space in between. So they've got to, you know, like this is just the beginning of the season. An all-in-one almond for $45. I've considered it just because I don't have one. But they also have this Texas Mission almond as well for $45. But, you know, since, like, space is limited for me, I'm just like, I'm not exactly super passionate about it. So, it's just like, I could grow it. Let's see. I mean, I just wish I had more land. Then I would just go crazy and try all sorts of stuff. This Methley plum is $40, 250 chill hours, produces in June/July. They have these bigger varieties that fell over from the wind. So, yeah, it's windy, it's chilly. So some more Methley plums, but these are so much larger if you wanted to go for that. Personally, one of my regrets is buying big trees because it's better to buy fruit trees small and to prune and train them from a young age. The Santa Rosa, same thing. Burgundy, $40 for these plums. I already have the Methley and the Santa Rosa. Honestly, my problem is what don't I have at this point? And also, like, is there anything that I'm extremely passionate about that will be in my local area? Let's see. We got the Scarlet Beauty plum. I was kind of interested in the bubblegum plum or the Toka plum. And it's supposed to have like a really unique flavor, but my nursery doesn't have it. This Sun Red Nectarine is $40, but I don't need a bubblegum plum. Dwarf Red Sunset Nectarine, $40 as well. So yeah, that's the stock on this side. And then over here we have some Kefir pears in the very back. They have a very great size to them. Wonderfully priced. Only $40 for this size? Like, can you believe it? And I mean, these pears also do really great in this Zone 9 region. So yeah, everything's just looking naked and sparse though. And then they have some figs, you know, real standard. Let's see, LSU Gold, Celeste fig. Yeah, I see that all the time. And then they have the brown turkey fig. I don't care for figs. I'm not passionate about it. But for anybody who's interested, you know, here they are. Let's see. Brown turkey. Yep, $40. Let's see. More figs. Let's see. This is the Little Ruby Red, also $40. I mean, I know like there can be some variety in fig flavors. I think the Ruby Red was recommended if you wanted something more like raspberry tasting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then they got this Chicago Hardy fig. But I've eaten fresh fig. It was very meh. Texas Everbearing. Maybe I just need to try more. And then they have a ton of blackberries, Kiowa. You know, these ones, they have really weird spelling. I have no idea how to pronounce them. Like the Natchez blackberry, you know, that's a weird name. The Natchez and Uchita blackberry. Well, that's this side, the back side, and I mean, I'm sure they're gonna be getting more. And then in this little hidden area, I found some Barbados cherries, and oh my gosh, they're so massive. This is such a good size. When I got mine, it was teeny tiny for like $20. Here's some bananas. So this is $40 for this banana. I definitely, you know, I might be looking into some bananas, but I want some dwarfing bananas. I don't know anything about bananas. I'll just, you know, point out their names. I mean, very soon though, I plan on doing like a deeper dive into bananas. Yeah, Abyssinian Red. So if there's any that you recommend, one of the ones that I saw people recommending was the Dwarf Namois banana. And then I think I might want to try that one, but they don't have it, so. And then over here we have more bananas. You know, they still have some stuff kind of stowed away because they had to like, you know, move things in the nursery to protect all the trees and the plants. This is the Cocoa Po banana. So this is all new to me, but yeah, Gross Mikkel. I heard there's a dwarf version of the Gross Mikkel. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, you know, like I'm dipping my toes into the world of bananas. So if there's anything you recommend, especially if it's a dwarfing variety, let me know down below. So I also decided to stop by my local Lowe's just to see what they got. They just have like a little corner of things. So, you know, pretty standard stuff as usual, such as the Celeste fig. And then they got these beautiful blueberries. You know, they're all flowering. And this is the Brightwell blueberry. It's only $32. I mean, look at how big that pot is. It's massive. So for $32, that's definitely a steal. You just cannot beat the, you know, big box store pricing. Powdered blue blueberry and then more Brightwell. So yeah, they're about $33. And I mean, I already own all this. So again, my problem is you know, like what don't I already have, you know, that I want or have in mind. And let's see, they got the Bartlett pear. So yeah, Bartlett pear and Kiefer pear. I see those grown in my area a lot. Only $33. Look at how thick the stem is. And then Anna apple for $32 as well. They have such thick stems, which means it's a nice mature tree. And then the Burbank plum. So yeah, they're all kind of in the same price zone from what I'm seeing. Another Methley plum. And then, let's see, we're getting towards the end of this row, and that'll be pretty much it for the fruit trees at Lowe's. They got Florida Queen Peach, and then its matching partner, the Florida King Peach. And oh my gosh, some of these have little peaches on them. There's a magnolia that's misplaced right here, but if you look forward, you see the little buds, the little peaches? Pretty cute. So it was still kind of chilly today. I even, you know, put on my jacket. We had some cold winds. Basically, from the person that I talked to at one of my local nurseries, they said that they're waiting until like mid-February is when they're expecting a potential last freeze. And then after mid-February, like everything's a go. So I'll definitely be going back and checking in at my local nurseries. I didn't buy anything except for I got 2 seascape strawberries because I want to start growing strawberries again. So yeah, they're really awesome. They're supposed to actually fruit like 3 times a year, I was reading. So I definitely decided to go with the seascape strawberries. And then last but not least, I need to start preparing for all the fruit trees that are coming in this year. I pre-ordered a lot of fruit trees online for 2024 season, and I just got a notification from Stark Brothers that 2 of my apiariums are coming in this week. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. It's coming in the mail, so I knew I had to prepare with pots and with soil and with mulch. So I did go to Lowe's as well. There's a little bit of fruit trees there. I did go to another local nursery close to me as well, but they didn't really have anything. So maybe I was just there too early. But anyway, are you excited for the spring season to be coming up soon? And you know, also, like, is there anything that you have your eye on or that, you know, you're looking out for? Let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, go plant a tree.